Good evening, distinguished guests, family and friends, fellow firefighters and medics, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jay Culpepper, a battalion chief at Newport News Fire Department, and it's my honor to serve as host for this evening's ceremony. And now, the administrators and instructors of Hampton Roads Recruit Fire Academy are proud to present Recruit Class Number 1. And now, if you would please stand with us for the Newport News Fire Department Honor Guard and the presentation of colors, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
Mark time. Go.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Forward. Right. Forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, to begin the remarks portion of the program, I give you the program director of Hampton Roads Recruit Fire Academy Number 1 from the Newport News Fire Department Training Bureau, Assistant Fire Chief Robert Kraft.
Good evening. On behalf of the Newport News Fire Department, the James City County Fire Department, the York County Department of Fire and Life Safety, I'd like to welcome all to the graduation ceremony of the Hampton Roads Recruit Fire Academy Class Number 1. Before I begin my brief remarks, I'd like to recognize the dedicated staff of HRRFA 1, the coordinator of the class from Newport News Fire Department, Captain David Rich, the co-coordinator of the class, also from Newport News, Lieutenant Ryan Fleischer, the lead instructor from Newport News, Lieutenant Denny West, the staff instructors, Captain Stacy Zemp from Newport News, Lieutenant Tyler Reed from York County Fire and Life Safety, and Senior Firefighter Medic Jack Carper. I'd also like to recognize all of the members from our surrounding jurisdictions who helped out during parts of this academy, whether it's teaching May Day, doing live fire training, or providing lectures to our class. And finally, I'd like to recognize and say thank you to the staff of Station 5A shift who has allowed us to use their house tonight for our graduation ceremony. In 1979, the Tidewater Regional Fire Academy came to fruition, and then shortly thereafter, the Southside Regional Fire Academy followed. For almost 4 decades, the Hampton Roads region had 2 fire academies that shared the same mission and vision. At different times, these 2 academies attempted to merge, and finally, through the work of the regional training officers under the direction of the Hampton Roads Fire Chiefs Association, the merger finally happened in the summer of 2017. The recruits graduating tonight have the honor of being the first graduating class under the Hampton Roads Recruit Fire Academy banner. Beginning in September, your loved ones and friends began their journey into this great profession. Regardless of the heat or cold, rain or sunshine, each recruit gave us 100% every day. Through their dedication, they learned the values of teamwork, selflessness, and leadership. Although the apparatus floor of a fire station is not optically the best venue for a graduation ceremony, it is apropos to the continuation of their journey. Regardless of the jurisdiction, when a citizen needs and calls for help, the graduates will go onto a bay floor, mount their apparatus, and help a citizen. And 99% of the time, the citizen will be a complete stranger to them. The selflessness is the epitome of what the fire service, the brotherhood, is about. Tonight, your loved ones and friends join the world's greatest calling. It is my honor to have been the director of HRRFA Class Number 1, and I'm proud to call each and every one of you my brother and sister. Thank you.
Allow me, please, now a moment to introduce the rest of the chief officers sitting up along with us. From James City County Fire Department, Chief Ryan Ash. From York County Fire and Life Safety, Chief Steve Kopczynski. From Newport News Fire Department, Chief R.B. Alley. And now it's my honor to introduce our guest speaker for the evening. This gentleman has been with Newport News Fire Department for 11 years and has been an active member of our technical rescue team since April 2011. Currently, he is assigned to the Training Bureau, where he has served as an instructor for the last 3 years. Without further delay, I give you Lieutenant Ryan Fleischer.
Obviously, now that you know, this is the first ever Hampton Roads Recruit Fire Academy. These young folks over here had the wonderful blessing of being able to come in here and start new traditions, start new things. So, knowing that this is the first one ever, I can safely say now, this is the best Hampton Roads Recruit Fire Academy I've ever had. You will now become part of the greatest family in the world, the fire service. This fire service supports each other like no other organization in the world. You can walk into any firehouse in the country and they will accept you as one of their own. And I guarantee you they'll probably try to feed you. There are not many other careers in the world that have a brotherhood and sisterhood like we have here in the fire service. You guys experienced that, unfortunately, firsthand with the passing of one of the fellow firefighters from Newport News and going to that memorial service. The brotherhood or sisterhood is real, and it can be felt each and every single day. Now that you're a part of this family, your responsibility is greater, and you have to keep these values close to heart: honor, respect, and loyalty. Honor those who have come before you and created this brotherhood and sisterhood. Respect your brothers and sisters, your community, and yourself. Show your loyalty to your community and department by giving your all every day. Follow these values throughout your career, and you will find that success will follow. Finally, I want you all to find your inspiration for the job and keep it close to your heart. My constant inspiration is my amazing wife, Ashley, and my awesome kids, Carson and Catherine. My family inspires me to give you the best each and every single day to not only you, but also the community. Find your inspiration and let it drive you towards success. Since I told you guys to pick somebody who inspires you, I'm going to leave you with some inspiring words. Rich, West, Reed, Zemp, Carper, and Henderson. These names are important because these are leaders in the fire service. These are leaders for you who have shown you throughout this academy, day in and day out, that a solid work ethic, some jokes, and passion for the job, all right, is the difference between being a firefighter on the job, or being a firefighter into the job. Be a firefighter into the job. I'd like to thank everyone for letting me speak tonight, share a little bit of my experiences from an instructor standpoint. Let me tell you how grateful I am to be able to work with such great people from both jurisdictions everywhere, James City, York County. It takes a lot to do this, and I'm truly honored to be up here. I'm truly honored that Kurt Russell denied y'all's request for a speaking arrangement tonight and put me here in this spot. So, as you guys have said so many times, remember, if you go, we go. Thank you guys so much again. God bless you. Thank you.
Now it's my pleasure to introduce the recruit who acts as the liaison between the class and the academy instructors, a person recognized early on in the academy by their fellow classmates as a leader, who accepted the responsibilities of president, which includes saying a few words tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the president of HRRFA class number 1, Mr. Austin Cahart.
During the past 4 months, we endured some of the most difficult training we have ever experienced. We were tested physically and mentally in different ways every day. That list includes the confidence box, hose advancement, blind search and rescue, forcible entry, Mayday operations. The list goes on. All of the skills we had acquired were put to the test in the burn building where we were expected to fully function as firefighters. If I could describe the Fire Academy in one sentence, it was the best time of our life that we never want to go through again. Training is what you make of it, and we kept it positive and enjoyable, even during our field crawls. During the academic portion of our training, we were tasked with push-ups for every question we got wrong, burpees for every failure, and squats for every detail missed. It was a constant reminder that we needed to study harder. I am proud to say that we not only passed our final examinations, but we completed every push-up, burpee, and squat owed to the instructor staff. Even after we found out the real reason why our details kept oddly adding up. But at the end of the day, we are a team, and if one person messed up, we all messed up. Every academy has a class motto that speaks to them personally or motivates them in some way. Our motto was simple: if you go, we go. What started as a motto we chose from a particular scene in the movie Backdraft, it quickly became a motivating factor within the class. The motto speaks to the fire service in that we always work as a team and we never leave a fallen firefighter behind. These two key things were constantly stressed to us during our training. I have one last important message for this great group of firefighters I am graduating with today. I encourage all of you to never forget what we have learned in this academy and continue to always be students of our chosen profession. We owe it to our instructors, the citizens, and ourselves to never stop learning and be the best firefighters we can be. One day it may make the ultimate difference. With that being said, to the graduating class of HRRFA class number 1, it's been a pleasure. Congratulations. At this time, I would like to present a few gifts to the Newport News Fire Training Center and our instructors. Would Ms. Williams and Mr. Rajat please join me up near the podium? First, we present this bugle to the Newport News Fire Training Center as a symbol which represents a long-lasting tradition in the fire service. Next, we present individual challenge coins that the class had made to each of the instructors individually for them to place on their desk in their office that represents the first class of HRRFA. And lastly, we present this God-on flag that our class had made to start a new tradition for future Hampton Roads recruit fire academies. It's a flag we had made personally for the academy with our streamer as Class 1 attached. The tradition is hoping that every class after us will make a streamer for their class with their motto and attach it at graduation. We present that to the Newport News Fire Training Center. Thank you.
And now for the presentation of certifications, badges, and helmets. We will call up the recruits individually by jurisdiction. And as I call each recruit, I will also ask the person they have selected to do the honor of pinning their badge to come forward. There will be a photograph opportunity as well. And we will reveal where that recruit will begin his or her career. We'll begin this evening's presentation of certificates and badges with James City County Fire Department. And graduating recruit Ryan Keating. Our next recruit, Artyom Kiesel. Mr. Craig Penny. Mr. Stephen Rajat. Mr. Keating will begin his career in James City County Fire Department at Station 3 Bravo shift. Artyom Kiesel begins at Station 3 Charlie shift. Craig Penny, 2 Alpha. And Stephen Rajat at 3 Alpha. Our next jurisdiction, York County Fire and Life Safety. First graduate, Eric Buchanan. Mr. Paul Burnett. Ms. Lauren Edwards. Mr. John Gray. All right, Mr. Buchanan begins his career in York County Fire and Life Safety at Station 5 Charlie shift. We'll see Mr. Burnett, Station 2 Charlie. Ms. Edwards, 2 Bravo. Mr. Gray, 5 Alpha. We continue with York County Fire and Life Safety. Next graduate, Mr. Scott Hartley. Mr. Jason Hodges. Mr. Nicholas Vengochea. We'll see Mr. Hartley at Station 1 Charlie. Mr. Hodges, 5 Bravo. And Mr. Vengochea, 2 Alpha. Our next jurisdiction, Newport News Fire Department. And the first graduating firefighter, Austin Cawhorn. Deontay Davis. Mr. Robert Guido. Mr. Cawhorn begins his career in Newport News at Station 11 Charlie. Mr. Davis, Station 4 Bravo. And I'll be seeing Mr. Guido at Station 11 Alpha. Our next Newport News Fire Department graduate, Mark Hickman. Ms. Samantha Johnson. Megan Kibaleski. Mr. Hickman will begin his career at Station 8 Bravo. Ms. Johnson at Station 10 Alpha. Ms. Kibaleski, Station 7 Bravo. Thank you. The next Newport News graduate, Dwayne Laughlin. Ms. Nicole Lenix. Andrew Newton. Mr. Laughlin begins his career at Station 6 Charlie. Ms. Lennox, Station 3 Alpha. And Mr. Newton, Station 9 Alpha. Thank you. Our next graduate, Brandon Spires. Arthur Zoki. Allison Williams. Mr. Reginald Keith Young. Mr. Spires will begin his career at Station 6 Bravo. Mr. Zoki, Station 2 Charlie. Ms. Williams, Station 6 Alpha. Mr. Young, Station 2 Alpha. Thank you. We're not quite done yet, although we're proud of the entire class of HRRFA, class number 1. It's traditional for the instructor staff of each academy to recognize the individual recruit who earned the highest grade point average. Therefore, we're doubly proud to recognize the following individual. So when I call your name, please join us up front to collect your award. During the course of the 18-week academy, this recruit took 14 quizzes and 4 exams for maintaining an HRRFA cumulative grade point average of 92.14%, which is 18/10 higher than the next closest recruit. The award for outstanding academic achievement is given to Newport News Fire Department's Nicole Lenix.
Good evening. I wanted to start by saying thank you to all the friends and family who are here tonight, who have supported us throughout this whole process. Between the early mornings leaving for work and the late nights studying, the hours of JB learning quizzes, the moans and groans from body aches, the late night trips to the convenience store for moleskin and Band-Aids, to the days we came home exhausted and wanted to do nothing more than shower and go to bed. Y'all stood behind us every step of the way and provided all the support, physically and mentally, that we needed to make it through, and for that I am grateful. Next, I would like to thank our training staff, who is nothing short than amazing. Every single person went above and beyond to make sure we are ready to become the professional firefighters we are today. Whether it was crawling through the confidence box backwards or teaching us something new for our rescue Rolodex, every day we learn new lessons that we won't forget. Ventilation equals fire growth all day, every day. Don't overthink things, just keep it simple, stupid. And sometimes, just simply stay out of the chimney, Jack. They went through great lengths to make sure everyone had a thorough understanding of every new concept we were taught and felt comfortable with each new skill we learned. I'm very thankful for y'all teaching us this dance we call firefighting. And lastly, I would like to thank the 23 recruits sitting in front of me. 17 weeks ago, we walked into this training center complete strangers, of all different ages, from 20 to 50. Backgrounds, military personnel to a bank teller. Experience, volunteer firefighters to none at all. And even from all over the country, Vango. But we all had one goal in common, to become the best firefighters we could be. It didn't take long before we became friends, and eventually a family. And as a family, together we have shed blood, sweat, and tears. We have laughed, we have bickered, we've screwed the pooch a time or two, we've come together to accomplish tasks, and we've made bonds and memories that will last a lifetime. We've been told that firefighting is a thinking man's game, and that statement couldn't be more true. Even when you're exhausted and things start to get a little squirrely, you have to be able to think on your feet and make logical decisions. But we've also learned the value of communication and working together as a team. I believe I speak for every one of us when I say we would not have made it here without the recruit sitting next to us. And as I told y'all from day one, teamwork makes the dream work. So thank you for the experiences, and thank you for the support. Thank you for the memories, but mostly, thank you for showing me the family and the brotherhood that is the fire department. And for the last time, Mr. Newton, you're done. Thank you.
Now, it's been said that the only true brave act a firefighter will ever do over the course of his or her career is to accept the firefighter's oath, because after that, responding to and mitigating disasters and emergencies is their duty. So I'm very pleased that you are here to witness with me the results of that brave decision as we watch HRRFA Class Number 1 accept the firefighter's oath and join the most noble profession on earth. Lieutenant Ryan Fleischer will lead the class in this courageous act.
Do solemnly swear to support and uphold the Constitution of the United States, the Commonwealth of Virginia, and the regulations of my department. I will protect the lives and property of the citizens of my jurisdiction. I will discharge my duties as a firefighter to the best of my abilities. I will maintain the highest standard of integrity in my chosen profession. So help me God.
Ladies and gentlemen, the newest firefighters in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Now to conclude tonight's ceremony, Lieutenant Ryan Fleischer will issue Class Number 1's final dismissal.
It's been a pleasure. You are dismissed.